Hi friends, welcome to Yoga with Sarah. I really appreciate your presence here. We're taking a full body practice today. Nice, well-rounded, all levels flow for you to enjoy. See you on the mat. So let's start today's practice in a comfortable cross-legged upright seat with either ankle crossed on top. And you can close your eyes and we'll just start to circulate the torso. So it's like you're tracing a circle on the ceiling with the crown of your head. And we'll move through a few circles, noticing how your hips feel, noticing how your body feels, and pausing anywhere that feels interesting. And you can pause and turn in the other direction, rotate in the other direction. So we're just warming up a little bit. If you're comfortable keeping your eyes closed and really starting to tune into how your body feels today. Coming back to about center, lean back and draw your knees in and flex your feet and cross your other ankle on top. Let your knees open, rest your hands on tops of your knees, and just take a moment to notice your breathing and set your intention for practice today. What do you want to cultivate here in this time on your mat? You can always return to that intention throughout this practice. And we're going to wrap the hands in front of the shins and pull the belly in toward the spine and just hang back. Let your knees come up just a touch. Belly drapes toward the spine as you exhale. And then on your inhale, sweep the arms up, reach the fingertips up, away from the hips, and look up. And then spin the palms away from each other as you exhale, press down, fingertips to the mat. Now inhale, sweep up, bring your knees in. Cross your other ankle on top, palms away on the exhale, fingertips drape down. Inhale, sweeping up, knees come in, and cross the other ankle on top on the exhale, press away, and then start to lean forward. You can take your fingertips back as you lean forward and look toward your belly, and then start to sit up tall. And we're going to come into a cactus arm and squeeze the shoulder blades right onto the back. So really kind of emphasize that squeezing motion and then release. And then squeeze, release the arms forward, press the palms, open, squeeze, reach forward, press, open, squeeze, reach forward, press. Lean back, toning through the core. Then reach the fingertips forward, roll over your knees. And we'll find ourselves in a tabletop position, lifting your belly, looking down between your thumbs. Just take a moment to feel the core engage. So let's extend that right heel straight back and press that right foot toward the back wall. And tuck the right toes underneath and press that right heel straight back, lifting up your right thigh. And gently look toward your belly, picking up the belly, rounding, curling the tailbone toward your face. And then we're going to lift that right heel up. On the inhale, look forward. On the exhale, toes tuck. Press the heels of hands away from your feet. Then inhale, lift, look forward. Exhale, tuck. Belly lifts, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. And let's step back into downward dog. And pedal out your feet in downward dog, fanning the fingers wide, spreading the knuckles, keeping your knees a little open so they don't splay. Find the end of that exhale. Then wave into a plank, lifting up through the back of the head. Touch your knees down into a tabletop position. Extend your left heel straight back, pressing that left heel toward the back wall. Lift the right inner thigh up into your body. And then tuck those left toes, press your left heel away, look towards your belly. Inhale, lift, look forward. Exhale, tuck, press that left heel away, look towards your belly. And just flow out of that, in and out of that a couple times. And inhale and exhale, step that right foot back into downward dog. Find the length of the lower back up and up. Lift the heels high, come onto your tiptoes. Tiptoe forward right between your fingers, all the way toward the top of your mat. Inhale, lift the belly, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Pressing through the feet. Slide your hands down the backs of the calves and bend your knees quite a bit in that Uttanasana, forward fold. Now pressing strongly through the balls of the feet and the outer heels. Start to draw the belly toward the spine and come on up. And we'll find our Tadasana, mountain pose, shoulder blades gliding down the back, standing tall through the crown of the head. Let's take our hands to hips, shift into your right foot, lift your left foot off the ground, left foot is flexed. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back and find warrior two. So it's going to be heel to heel alignment. Drop your right thigh bone down and then open your arms out. And what we're going to do is interlace the hands right behind the head. Look toward the lengthwise side of your mat, but keep wrapping that right knee open. And then when your fingers interlaced, resist the fingers like you're trying to break them apart. So you're drawing the elbows away from each other, thumbs pointing toward your tailbone. So it's that sense of the shoulder blades squeezing together on the back. And we'll straighten that front leg and we'll bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Keep those elbows open. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, open. Turn your right toes in, your right heel out. Hug your elbows in and take your hands to the side of your head. Now, this is really subtle here with your belly in. We're going to resist our right temple as if you're trying to turn your face to look right, but you're stopping that motion by lightly resisting the right hand into the temple, the side of the head, and then back to center, and then press. So it's almost like an imperceivable motion if I was looking at you, but it's isolating these different sides of the neck muscles. And turn your head to the right, back to center, and turn to the left, and back to center and to the right. Very subtle. Back to center. Now take your hands, heels of your hands, right on your forehead, and try to drop your chin and resist your forehead into your hands. And drop your chin, resist into the hands. And one more time, forehead into the hands, and then release. Just some neck strengthening exercises. Now turn your left toes to point toward the back of your mat. So you're turning those left toes to point toward the back of your mat. Drop your left knee. And then lightly interlace the awkward finger back behind. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back and traction the elbows away from each other. You're trying to break the interlace of the fingers apart. And then straighten, inhale, exhale, bend. Straighten, strong core, exhale, bend. Straighten, elbows come apart, exhale, bend, and then straighten, turn your left toes in, your left heel out, wide-legged stance, cactus arm, scarecrow arm. Cactus, scarecrow. Cactus, scarecrow, cactus, scarecrow. Let your arms come down, reach behind, interlace the fingers, and then turn your right toes to point toward the front of your mat. Swing the left heel over the toes. Take a big step toward the front of your mat, hands interlaced behind you. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together as you drop your knuckles down. Just look neutral. We won't crank the neck at all. And then take your hands to your hips. Shift into your left foot, lift your right foot, any amount. Let's inhale, lift that right knee a little more. Exhale, step your right foot back into warrior one. Right toes pointing toward the front of your mat. Let your arms come down and the shoulders are nice and soft. Now from here, we're going to come into a cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades onto the back, tone your belly, and then release your arms forward, palms face the floor, straighten that front leg. Then bend, cactus, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then straighten, palms face the floor, look at your left foot. Inhale, squeeze, bend that front knee, exhale, good. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, thumbs might touch. Then inhale, squeeze, reach the hands back behind, interlace, We're going to straighten that left leg, turn the left toes in, the left heel out, then pivot your right toes to point toward the back of your mat. You have to open that left heel out, so it's like the feet are standing on train tracks. And then bend through that right knee. Belly in. Let your arms hang for a second. Then find a cactus with the elbows a little lower than the shoulder. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on the inhale. Exhale, straighten. Thumbs touch. Belly in. Inhale, cactus. Squeeze. Exhale, straighten. Belly in. Inhale, cactus. Squeeze. Exhale, belly in. And a cactus. And this time, reach your hands behind, interlace the awkward non-habitual finger on top, straighten that right leg all the way, turn the right toes in, the right heel out, then turn your left toes toward the front of your mat. Now release your hands to frame that front foot. Plant the palms and step into plank. Looking between the thumbs, lift the back of the head, lift your belly, and then bring your knees down, hips to heels. Child's pose with toes tucked. Nice length from pinkies all the way to hips. And maybe your forehead's going to touch the ground. And then lift the belly and come into a tabletop position. Walk your knees forward, cross your ankles, sit behind your heels. And then bring your knees in, uncross, bring your feet on the floor, bring your heels towards your butt and curl into a ball. Bringing your eyes toward your knees. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, open everything out and down onto the floor. Make your way onto the floor into your Shavasana today with the shoulder blades relaxing. Let the back of head melt all the way down through the tail. Let's go ahead and just gently hug that right knee in toward your side rib, give it a little squeeze, and then slide that right leg out. And draw your left knee in for a gentle squeeze, and slide that left heel out. And bring both knees in. Take your two first fingers around your big toes, or you can take your outer ankles or your outer shins. Start to press the heels towards straight, finding that V, any amount of V shape. Rocking a little bit. And then bending the knees deeply into a full happy baby. Let the back of the head soften down even more. So the neck is nice, curve. And then we're going to release the feet right onto the ground, hip width distance. Lay your arms alongside the body. Just give the feet a good press. Pick up the hips about an inch, then lay the lower back down. Open your knees, and then slide the outer feet away. Let the toes flop open, and we'll find Shavasana. You're going to find your final resting pose. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just allow as much relaxation in the joints as you can, and in the corners of your eyes and in the corners of your mouth. Scan the body, let go of any gripping, and also letting go of any bad, negative feelings or emotions that you can let fall away for now. Letting as much light pour into your heart, into your cells. Cultivating a sense of compassion for yourself and all of the qualities and aspects of yourself. Finding a gratitude practice for anything at all and inviting that gratitude into your mind, your heart, your energy field. And we'll start to deepen the breath, wiggle fingers and toes, and eventually stretching the arms overhead to take a resetting stretch. Lengthening, and then hugging the knees in gently toward the body. Kindness, tenderness toward yourself in this moment. Let's roll over to either side to rest for a moment and then make your way up to sit. We'll see you there. Arriving again in a tall upright seat, lifting up through the crown of the head. Bring the warmth of your palms together at heart center, dropping your chin slightly. Thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today, and I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. And great job again getting on your mat. A little bit of practice every day goes a long way for your overall well-being. So I hope you'll keep it up. Subscribe to my channel. I post almost daily new practices for you to stay inspired. And you can let me know in the comments if you have a suggestion or if you have a request. And also please hit that super thanks button. That would really support my channel and keep me going. So take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.